Welcome to Mini Pod, no fluff, just good stuff in under 5 minutes. This is episode 64. Recently I was talking to a pastor who wanted to discuss making disciples. Now this isn't an unusual topic. In fact, it's one of the most frequent areas of focus pastors bring to a coaching call. And it sometimes goes like this. I'll say, so what do you want to focus on today? And the pastor will say, well, how can I make disciples? I mean, like real, dedicated, all in for Jesus, committed, fully devoted followers of Jesus, disciples. And I always say, well, that's never going to happen. No, I don't say that. I might think that, but I don't say that. Now, one of my favorite questions to ask pastors is, what is your plan to make disciples? Nothing of any importance is achieved without having a plan. Now, the first step in developing a discipleship strategy is to ask or to determine what is our responsibility. By our, I mean the pastor, the leaders, the church. What is our responsibility? Where does our job begin and where does it stop? How much of this is on us and how much of this is on them? These are very important questions. It seems to me that many pastors, they feel an unnecessary degree of obligation to make discipleship happen. Now notice I said unnecessary degree. We do have a part to play in this, but it's my conviction that more of the responsibility is on the shoulders of the Christian. In other words, if the day comes and I stand before God, and I'm counting on that happening, and He chastises me for my lack of commitment, I'm counting on that not happening, but time will tell, yikes, that I will not be able to blame my church or my pastor. Our people need to hear us say, you're responsible for your own spiritual growth. We will provide tracks for you to run on if you want. We will try to give you encouragement and good teaching on Sundays, but you have a bigger part to play in this than the church does or than I do as your pastor. We need to tell our people that they will be as close to God as they want to be. Let me just ask a few questions here. Do you know where your job begins and where it ends? Do you have a discipleship plan? Do you have in place tracks for people to run on that will help them become disciples? Do you take on more of the responsibility for discipleship than you should? Do you regularly remind your people that a vibrant and growing relationship with Jesus is their responsibility? These are the things to think about. And oh, by the way, I can help you as a coach develop a discipleship strategy. You can get a hold of me at scpcoaching@gmail.com, and we can talk more about this. This is Dave Jacobs of Small Church Pastor. Have a great day.